Hello, ladies and gentlemen. George here with another episode of ASL Tips and Tactics, Advanced Squad Leader. And today I will be analyzing a scenario called SHKLOV'S Labor's Lost ASL Scenario T4. It takes place in Shklov, Russia, and essentially uh, what is taking place is it's the early part of the war, 11th of July 1941. The Germans advance on a town called Shklov, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it, and they stumble upon a, uh, a school for Soviet officer cadets. The cadets put up a great fight, and the Germans are forced to order the crack infantry regiment Grossdeutschland in order to clear the town. And apparently, according to the historical accounts, the Soviets did put up a steadfast defense. So essentially what this scenario entails, it's a six-turn scenario, two-player turns per each turn. There's no half turns. The Soviets have elite 458s, seven full squads, one half squad, a commissar, a 10-3 leader, an HMG, an MMG, LMG, and ATR. Notice here that part of the Soviet balance is an additional squad for the Russians and an additional ATR in the Russian OB. I highly recommend that it is played with a Soviet balance. I'll tell you why in jiffy. And here's what represents elements of the elite Grossdeutschland regiment. So you have 9 468s, a 10-3 minus leader, a 9 minus 2, an 8 minus 1, 2 MMGs, 4 LMGs, 2 armor leaders, and an assault gun. So in the aftermath, according to the scenario card, basically what the Soviets attempted to do was to have a layered defense, a defense in depth, and according to this card, this is the reason why the Germans won. Um, from my perspective, I find the scenario balanced towards the uh, German side. In other words, it favors the Germans. Okay, quite simply. Um, quite simply said. We've played it a couple of times with my good friend and Friday night playing partner, Dennis, yeah, Dennis Freeberg. We both lost as the Soviet player. I found it quite disappointing. From one perspective, Dennis used a upfront defense, which essentially fell victim to accurate MG fire from the Germans. I used a layer defense, and for the first three turns, the game was going into my favor, but then the luck changed. It turned in favor of the German, and basically I stuck it out until the second to last turn, and then I had to throw in the towel as the Soviet player. Um, let's see what lessons we can learn from that. And what I'm going to do is attempt to play the game solo. And let's see. Let's try to resolve this display issue here. Usually what I do is do that and then do this, and I have a clear uh, bar here. So what I'm going to do is attempt to play the Russians in this game, and let's see how we're going to do this. So uh, let's enlarge the board. Now, what is important to avoid in this scenario is, as the Russian player, is upper level encirclement. So if you set up if you set up on the second level, you want to make sure that you are protecting the staircases of these buildings here, this one and this one. So I'm going to try and build a frontal defense with some reserve. So I'm going to put a squad there, and I want a second level element. Why would I want to do a second level? In this case, I would want to do a second level because I want to split the Germans' firepower into two. So higher there, and let's conceal them. We will play with concealment, although we're playing solo. And let's put another squad up there with a medium. Um, Now, do I recommend putting a leader there up front? Um, yep, let's give him a name and let's do it. Why not? Forward facing uh, defense. All right. Dotsky was never a 10-3 leader in the classic game, but we'll name him Dotsky anyway. All right, and here we're going to try to put a nice fire lane down the road if the opportunity permits us. But even if I do not succeed in a fire lane, if the German player decides to rush this building, I can fire my LMG in one direction and I can fire my squad in another, giving it double protection. Double the protection, double the fun. Let's put a concealment counter there. All right. And the half squad is going to protect the rear of my troops. So this is a good place to keep him as a reserve. Is it really? Yes, it is. Let's see. There you go. HMG. We'll put another squad here. Now that's not a stone building, but this is. And he's a bit out of the way. What do we do to prevent this flank from being flanked? Let's settle on this setup here. It fits in. Bravinsky. That sounds like a great Russian name. Don't need two concealment counters, just need one. Only need to conceal the leader, and the rest are concealed automatically. Now, how do you approach this as the German player? As the German player, knowing that there is a nice big powerful stack there, I don't really recommend that you do a forward facing attack. You want to flank and divide and conquer. Let's do that. So we have our little squads here now. He's already designated for A and B. 9 minus 1, 8 minus 1 doesn't really matter because what is really important is the armor factor here. So what do I do for the German player in this case is that knowing that there is a do I only have one leader? Let's look at the OB. There's a 9 minus 2 and 8 minus 1. Always check your OBA here. Where are my leaders? Oh, maybe here. Oh, there they are. Okay. Alright, so what I'd like to do, ordinarily I would put two leaders here, two powerful stacks with a leader in each stack, and we would benefit overall as a fire group the modifier of the lowest ranking leader against this, but it's kind of hard to phantom that. Yeah. Because you're really risking, what you're risking here is if you put all your troops in one basket here, you're risking that this guy will have right and start clearing you out from there. Anyway, so to avoid that and to be safe, what I'm going to do is put one squad there, maybe two, we'll see, and another squad here, right, and another squad there, and least but not last, another two squads here, or maybe, here we go, and let's deploy one squad into two half squads, right? Yep, let's do that. Half squad and clone. There you go. Leaders, MMGs on the flanks. Let's put the leaders somewheres. Alright, so here, my -1, name him quite quickly. And he will guide 1. Let's not forget these folks. Okay. I like naming my leaders. Not naming your leaders can be bad luck. There you go. Let's circle around here. Play a little bit of musical chairs. Let's do this. Insert that there. Insert that here. So each squad has a LMG. Here we got one more extra LMG. There we go. I hope that works. And the tanks. Flank. Like so. You really do not want to start in the woods. Or don't you? Don't have to roll block check, do I? Well, let's put him here. There you go. So in this scenario, oh yeah, let's not forget the snipers. Sniper counters, there they are. Excellent. As the Soviet player, I'm going to place my sniper right there. It's in legal range, and as the German sniper, I will put my sniper here. Alright, so let's get started. Turn 1. Axis player. Roll for weather. None. Great. Now, who do I want to prep fire? Not many, actually. So, Tiller's going to take the top floor and target there. So, they're all within range. You have 7, plus 4 is 11, and 5 is 16. Halved for area, area fire, firing on a concealed unit is 8. 8 even shot on them. Right off the bat, you have a wonderful shot with this fire group, and they're prep firing. So 8 even. Let's do it. Well, 80 on the 8 is a normal morale check right off the bat. So they unconceal right there. Then to break this guy is a different story. So 10 or less makes it. Now the squad, he needs 8, 9, 10, 11 or less, which is great. And I rolled my own sand. Let's see. See, allied sand. Great. Alright. So at least we managed to unconceal this guy with the first stack. Now the second group, I'm not sure if they have LOS to there, to be honest with you, so let's double check. We're committing to an attack. I believe they building K4 blocks. Oh, it doesn't. How about that? There you go. So this stack is going to go for the lower unit, which is now concealed. But you do have 6 turns. Well, we did opt for the lower unit, so let's do that. All right. So we have 8 and 5 is 13. Goes down to a 6 attack, a 6 up 1 against them. Let's do that. 6 up 1. So we got 8 on the 6. Pull out the red chart. It's a PTC, so they unconceal. There you go. We expose the stack right off the bat. And rolls a task check, and he passes. Did I get rate? I didn't get rate on the first shot. Second shot, I did not get rate either. And they passed the task check. He prep fired. Okay, now he has a choice either to move or to fire. Let's resolve a few things with the tanks first, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so here I'm pretty sure he has LOS to the upper level. He does, tank B. Let's do the LOS check and commit to a fire. Alright, so LOS check. Here, press the control key and go down to there. Clear LOS. And now he's exposed. So let's calculate the 2 hit numbers here. So we're firing on the infantry target type, less than 6 hexes away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My base should be 8. Plus 1 temp for plus 1, not a temp, for buttoned up. Minus 1 for the leader. You don't have to reveal that unless it makes a difference to your your 2-hit roll. So the armor leader. Plus 3 temp. So I calculate that as a 5 to hit. 5 to hit. Alright. 2 hit 5. Misses. Does not have rate. But we have an AC for tank B. Right there. Okay. And this fellow will play it safe. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not pretty sure that I have a LOS here, but I don't care to check it. He will fire on the concealed unit there at area as an area target, 7. Plus 1 for being buttoned up, plus 3 for being for the TEM. No, plus 3 doesn't count because it's area fire. Base 7 plus 1 because I'm buttoned up. Okay, so that's a 6 to hit. Oh, and plus 2 because the target is concealed. So that makes it a 4 to hit. 4 to hit. Hit. And the allies SAN. So now a 75 is on area 12. We're firing area fire. It's 6. 6 up 3. So we need a 5 or less to do any different damage on the IFT. Oh, okay. No damage. Remains concealed. He prep fired. So did the other tank. And he also has a acquisition marker. Rather than firing these guys off the right off the bat, I'm gonna mark them with opportunity fire. It is not wise to advance into the street at the moment, but I am using my half squads as reconnaissance units. So here's the deal. I am supposed to be on prep fire. I'll go to movement as the German player. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bait the Russian player. So here I'm going to take a half squad and I'm going to declare uh, an assault move right there. Boom. Now he has the choice of firing, and they have the choice of firing. And since they are all exposed, the unit on the bottom will declare first fire at 4 down 1 against the German player that has assault moved. So 4 down 1. Let's see what happens there. 8 on the 4 is no effect. Missed by 1. It leaves 2 residuals there. And he first fired. Okay. Why haven't I fired Dotsky? Or why haven't I fired him? Let him come into close combat with me. 2 to 1 odds. I don't care. Dotsky has bigger fish to fry. And an 8 even shot is against one of the high value targets is not a good thing to sacrifice. Now the next unit, he will move 1 to there using non-assault movement. Anybody firing? No. 2, 3, 4 makes it to there. Does he want to fire? No, he doesn't. If they want to advance into close combat, so be it. Okay. I declare my movement phase over. And as the Russian player, I succeeded in making him fire and waste 1 turn in terms of movement. Defensive fire. He declared defensive fire, and Dotsky needs to be really careful who he wants to eliminate. He's going to have a hard time eliminating Tiller, because if Tiller passes a morale check, and he's almost certain to do, okay, his squads will pass rather easily as well. He has a good chance of getting him with a morale check, at least, and he has a good chance, slightly a better chance than eliminating Tiller here than him. So he's going to take a chance on trying to eliminate the stack here. So it's an 8 even shot using the there's a +3 tem and a -3 modifier. Alright, so let's do that. He's declaring fire here. First fire, no final fire. Well, final fire if he doesn't get right. Let's do it. 8 even shot, IFT. Whoa! 3! 3 on the 8. Wow. 3 on the 8 is a K2. Jeez. A K2, so we have to do random selection here. Top to bottom. Leader. Then the 2 squads. Wow. You got a leader and a squad. So the leader, guess the leader is eliminated. There he goes. Half squad is casualty reduced. If I didn't play that right, feel free to correct me below. He is broken, and this fellow here has 2 MC. Morale check 2. Breaks but does not ELR. And remarkably enough, I got rate on the MMG. But my covered arc is locked because it is an MMG. So covered arc, let's see if I could find the counter. It's somewhere around gun. Here you go. Alright, and so the covered arc is locked in this direction. So he can fire now I believe a 4 even shot against him or him. No, not him. He's outside the covered arc, but he's inside the covered arc, and so is this fellow. So let's remove the residuals. Yeah. So let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch the nickel by the toe. We're gonna go against this guy, trying and reduce uh, the amount of enemy forces attacking us. So it's going to be a 4 down 3. That's a good shot. Let's see, IFT. Whoa! Did I yep, I just broke the MMG. Easy come, easy go, and no effect, no rate. Darn, darn, double darn. Mouthed it. Repairs the 2. That's the only consolence that I have. I can remove the covered arc now. That's useless. Okay. We did do some damage. Do I want to reveal any other squads? Nah. Let him struggle with unconcealing me. Right. Okay, advancing fire. Let's remove all moves. The units that were marked with up fire are all broke. Well, not half of them are broken. Right. Okay. So that can be removed. They're DM'd. These guys were marked with up fire. It'd be silly not to take it. An 8, up 2, up 3 actually. Against Dotsky. Let's do that. Why not? 8, up 3. 5, 8. There we score a morale check. And we got right on the LMG. Right. Alright. Normal morale check for Dotsky. MC. Passes, that's my sand. Now, the squad needs 8, 9, 10, 11 to pass. Morale check. Anything but a 12 passes. And he advance fired. There you go. Alright, let's say that I have nobody else to advance fire. Next is route phase. I route first, and these boys are going to route back 1 hex. That's it for route. Okay. Route. Okay. Advance phase. So we should have cleaned up the board during route phase. There you go. Advance phase. Well, these boys are going to stay where they are, and this stack is going to stay where they are. Everybody else is going to advance up. He will advance into close combat. He will advance into close combat. They will advance as follows. And the reason why I'm advancing the Germans is they have 6 turns. Okay. Yes, he may fire there, but in so doing, it will give him an opportunity to fire and eliminate him. So he has a big choice to do. He will either have to split his fire, or ignore these troops for now and try to eliminate them. That's right. And he's effectively routed. We're going to play just 1 player turn. Just so you can, we're playing 1 player turn because with the amount of time we can go on endlessly. But I did play this player turn just to show you how challenging it is for the Soviet player to stave off this monumental attack in terms of firepower. So let's go on with close combat. Consider advance phase over. So in close combat, we have 2 close combats to take care of. 1 here and 1 there, and we have to roll for ambush. So now what the German player has to deal with is that he has to add 2, I believe, because he's attacking. Let's see. Alright, so we have no leaders. CX broken pinned, nope. Lax berserk Panji, no. Button up stand, attackers in jungle, cavalry vehicle build box, above bank counter, nope, stealthy -2. Okay, so alright, so no modifier to the Germans? Not that I see. Alright, so German rolls a 4, and Russian rolls a 5. There is no ambush. Hmm. Alright, so now the question is, do I want to reveal myself and defend? And the answer is yes. Actually, maybe yes, maybe not. If I am a concealed unit, his attack is 1. But I want to attack. Alright. I want to attack back. So the what's going on here is the German has a 1-2 attack and the Russian has a 2-1. We'll roll for the Germans first. Rolls a 5, misses. 2-1 for the Russian. He misses, they're in melee. Which helps. Okay, here let's roll for ambush. German. Wow. And Russian. There is no ambush. Okay. And let's do the attack. Should we stay concealed, we can choose to do so if we don't want to attack back, but we will attack back and try to eliminate the half squad. Alright, so 1-2, 4 or less. Nope. Close but no cigar. 2-1. 7 or less. Whoa! They're melee. That changes things immensely. So now the Germans have a lot of choices to do. See? So basically, hint, hint, the only way the Russian can win the scenario is if things go really poorly for the Germans in terms of luck and in terms of gameplay. It looks like a forward defense for the Russian player is the way to go, but use second level to your advantage. The German player, although you have an immense amount of firepower and a great OB, you need to be 1, careful, 2, execute your attack well, and 3, make sure you use half squads to the deployment to the best of your ability to as a reconnaissance before you attack, and take out high value targets with your armor before you carelessly attack by rushing forward. Also, my last tip would be when advancing the armor, be careful of going through in between buildings, because the Russian player can declare street fighting and eliminate your armor. The major point for the armor is to try to get to the rear and prevent the Russian player from retreating and having an area to rout. So that's my major points. Again, this video I believe has exceeded my 10 to 20 minute mark. So I'd like to take again the opportunity to thank all the new subscribers. I cannot name you all one by one because time doesn't permit, but I appreciate you viewing these videos. I also want to thank to all those folks that viewed the videos from start to finish. I know 86 folks or 200 folks is not the same thing as thousands or millions, but just the same, um, this is a hobby that is uh, it's enjoyed by a few rather than many, and to actually have uh, 100 or 200 or 300 people sit down and watch him from start to finish is really something. Uh, I'm overjoyed, and really what gives me an immense amount of pleasure is when people give me a shout out on Facebook and other social media and say a thank you for doing these videos. I hope you've enjoyed them and I hope you've benefited from them. What's up next? I'm uh, debating whether I should do Stray or Strays or an AAR on the last hinge off that I've played. It's a toss up between one and the other, but I've also covered Hindorf using the classic game system, and I think that it would be to everyone's benefit just to see what unfolded in the last game that I played on Hindorf. And one good term to describe that scenario is it's a Murphy's Law scenario in every respect. Every time I've played it, it's a different game altogether, and the unexpected always happens. Um, Very out of the ordinary. So that's what I'm thinking of doing next, probably next week if time permits. So in the meantime, guys, stay safe, play, and low roll. Take care.